Over the past 4 weeks, you have worked to redesign your communication architecture. We are now moving beyond the theoretical scripts to the moment of high-stakes execution. You are transitioning from the instinctive defensiveness typical of demanding environments into this clear, illuminated pathway of intentional speech. To document this shift, we are completing a communication growth reflection audit. This process provides the tangible evidence required to baseline your progress. Prepare for the audit by gathering 3 items: a pen, your audit worksheet, and the memory of one recent conversation where you successfully set a boundary. Successfully executing this audit confirms your ability to step away from defensive armor and deliver the truth without trying to manage the other person's reaction. We begin by assessing your physical state. Recall the exact setting and the specific moment just before your chosen conversation began. Locate the section on your worksheet for the first assessment metric, the tone audit. In demanding environments, the body often prepares for combat as soon as a difficult discussion is anticipated. This reflexive response can trigger defensiveness before you even speak. Look at these glowing zones, the common areas where the body carries a threat response. Identify a clenched jaw, tight chest, or raised shoulders. Document how you delayed the conversation until your nervous system reached a safe baseline, and mark that first checkbox. Managing your physical tension is the primary defense against accidental aggression. It ensures your tone remains neutral, regardless of the subject matter. Step 2 moves from the body to the literal words you used. We are looking for the presence of linguistic armor. Use your worksheet to write down the exact phrasing you used when you delivered your hard truth to the counterpart. Now apply the justification fast protocol. You are hunting for subconscious patterns that may have weakened your delivery. These patterns often appear as defensive preambles, sentences that offer elaborate excuses or apologies before the actual point is made. To a listener, these signal that you are uncomfortable with your own boundary. Note the difference. On the left, the message is buried in an essay of justification. On the right, it is a pure, unarguable boundary. Take your pen and physically cross out every apology you included in your written statement. Make a second pass and strike through any unnecessary contextual justifications or essays. If you find your statement is now significantly shorter, you have identified your defensive patterns. This diagnostic step ensures you are better prepared for the next encounter. Once you have isolated your pure, neutral statement, check off the second box on your worksheet. When you strip away the justifications, the power dynamics shift. You stop behaving as if you were on trial and start delivering the plain truth. Step 3 evaluates the immediate aftermath of your delivery and how you processed the other person's reaction. Many people set a boundary and then immediately undermine it by trying to soothe or manage the counterpart's negative response. The containment protocol frames the other person's reaction as a test of your internal boundaries. This requires focusing entirely on your own composure rather than their behavior. As you audit this step, ignore the specific flaws or outbursts of your counterpart. Look only at your own containment efforts. Imagine the counterpart's outburst as simply swinging at the air. Document on your worksheet if you allowed them to vent without actively engaging in the conflict yourself. If you held your stance and validated their emotion while maintaining your boundary, mark the final box on your progress bar. Letting people swing at the air instead of engaging their provoked reactions prevents escalation. This creates the psychological safety needed for a real resolution to occur. Take a moment to look at your completed worksheet. This is tangible, documented proof of the courage it takes to speak without armor. This audit confirms that you have successfully integrated emotional intelligence with clear, assertive communication tactics. You have now mastered your mental stress responses, built an internal locus of confidence, and aligned your verbal communication with your values. We are now ready to transition into the final module. The next phase focuses on synthesizing this internal resilience, your substance, with your external executive presence and behavioral style.